Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Man, you know we had to get you on here, man, because it all starts with you, man.
Well, you know it's a pleasure and an honor.
Tell us about Motivated to Help Others from your standpoint and why you brought us all together for this project.
Well, in brief, from taking so much from people, from the community, I realized that in order to grow, you have to give. So in 2013, behind the walls of Folsom, came up the idea during the Relay for Life walk of Motivated to Help Others. As people may know, it began with just a name, Motivating to Help Others. And so, in my younger life, in my teenage years, I took a life, two lives. And Allah tells us in the Quran, blood for blood, eye for eye, depending on what the family wants. And so now I really didn't understand it until recently. That what you take, what you sow, what you put in the ground, then it comes back. And I say that to say this is that that's one of the themes, the essence, the foundation, and the root of Motivated to Help Others. And go to your second question. I brought everyone along because I am a brother to the brothers. What I want for myself, I want my brothers to have. If I'm happy, I want them to be happy. If we going after that's what's positive, then I want them to have the same thing. As we grow and strive in life, I want them to have the same thing. And that's why I brought the people together.
So that's excuse me.
Yes.
So that's the same thing we did when we was inside too for many years.
Absolutely. It was necessary. That was necessary because we didn't create, but we established brotherhood. And one of the things what allowed us to survive in prison, to keep our senses together, was to establish brotherhood. Because that brotherhood gave us a sense of reasoning, a sense of understanding of who we were as young men. Because you got to think, we were 25 years old when we first met. So you say 25 years old. At that time, we still kids. When our mind was just developing, as some say, before as a clinical psychologist. And it's a beautiful thing because inside, to have a good brotherhood, you're going to need someone to cry on, a shoulder to cry on, someone to listen to when you're going through them trying times. Because honestly, we was going through some dark times.
That's a great answer.
Dark times.
I got another question for you too.
Yes.
Give the audience, your audience, what it really felt like when you got out and got a chance to be around the brothers and sisters behind the walls and out doing successful.
It felt amazing. It felt like a baby. I feel like that newborn baby who had his life. When a baby come out the womb, you gotta spank it and start crying. That's how I felt. When I walked out them gates of Folsom, I cried when I saw my family. I saw my cousin Garland in a wheelchair. My aunties was there. My cousins was there. It was a beautiful thing to just know that Allah gave me one more chance. And that feeling right there, I live it every day. When I go to sleep and wake up, when I put my head on the ground, that's the feeling. It's like euphoria. It's like a high. So I understand drug addicts, when they get high and they chase that first hit, I want that first hit every time. I want to take it back to September 13, 2018. I want that hit every day. But that hit is a reminder and a reflection of where I came from and what I never want to go back to. So we go to with Motivated to Help Others, as well as 100 Years Foundation. We used our platform. We use our experience to pass this information on, not just to our people, but to the people as a whole, and mainly the youth who are coming behind us, because it's easy to fall into those same traps that we fell into. So having this here, being able to say, hey, once upon a time, my thinking was warped. Now to have a good sense of self and understanding and remorse and resolve of who I am today, it's a beautiful feeling.
One more last question. In short, what would you leave the youth about what we're going through right now and what it really takes to get out and be successful?
Perseverance. You have to have perseverance, faith, strength, more courage, because it's easy to use it. Faith, strength, perseverance, more courage, but most of all, create a spiritual foundation, whatever it may be. Stand on it, believe in it, understand your truths, whatever your falses may be, whatever your vices may be. Slowly but surely, eradicate it, throw it to the side. Keep your chin up, look forward, and then when you come to this side of the wall, and whatever you're striving for, especially in business, this business world, what we are learning today is that it's more cutthroat than the drug game, than the game of life where we grew up to know and understand. It's way more cutthroat because all they doing is using the computer, pushing buttons, and moving paperwork back and forth. So if you don't open up the book or whatever it may be and understand what the keys are, then you're going to lose it and you're going to be stressed and not knowing where you're going or coming. So value your time, value your spirituality, value your friendships, the relationships that you build at home, outside of home, whatever you build, value that. And that's what I have to give.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. It's a pleasure and an honor to be your brother. And I want to end with saying to you, I believe in you, man. You're the most powerful brother I ever met. And I know we're going to great places, man. So thank you for your time. And I had to have you speak on it because it all starts with you.
We're on our way, and we wouldn't be here if God didn't put us here. God don't make no mistakes. That's why we're here. It ain't me. God made this happen.
Most definitely.
It ain't me.
Most definitely.
I'm just a vehicle. If I crash and burn, then God got to stay moving.
Most definitely.
And that's why we going. When we get old and go in the grave, we want the torch to keep on going and pass down. For 100 years, motivate to help us. And Dorothy.org and everything goes, we're going to continue to build after this.
Most definitely. So again, thank you for your time. It was great talking to you. And again, follow us at 100years.biz as well as Motivated to Help Others. And again, thank you so much.
One last thing. We did not own the rights to that song, but y'all know what? That was Houdini. Friends. Understand your friends. Understand your blood relationships. None of us is blood, but we closer than blood because we come from the mud. And that's who we are.
Well said.
Well
said.
And we out.
And we out.